Welcome to the LA Guys Podcast. LA Guys Podcast is filmed in front of a live audience.
Sick.
Hi, dudes. Welcome to the LA Guys Podcast. I'm your host, Charret, as always. We got Gary over here, who's always changing the studio. It's just his new thing. Now my mic is much different. I gotta sit like Travis.
It's called perfecting, dude.
I gotta sit here and be like, "What's up?"
And why is that a bad thing?
Are you gonna introduce me so I can talk?
I'm in control. I'm in control, dude.
So right now, dude,
Travis over here.
you haven't introduced me, so I can't rebuttal what you're doing right now.
Well, we got Travis over here. He's looking much more skinny and
Soft
his
dudes.
hands are bigger, which is rare to say because they were small to begin with.
I did have small snail-like hands.
Yes.
I was born with those, and I tell people, look at my hands. Look at these little hands. What do you think?
They're not great,
What?
but they're better now. They're better than the hands you had last week.
Yeah, man. So, obviously, I'm not jacked anymore.
No,
No, come on, it's clear. You, in 2 weeks, well, technically 3 weeks because we had the technical difficulties
Yeah.
from Gary.
wasn't my fault. There was construction at the building, so this is like an act of God, dude. So you can't just put that on me. Okay.
Well, I mean, you did put a hole in a wall. That's why there was construction. You got really mad because you couldn't do a kickflip and you threw a skateboard.
I do
through a
remember
wall.
that. I didn't want to bring it up, dude, but yeah, you got really aggro. You couldn't stomp the kickflip, dude. And then
I had new shoes. And they
I
weren't
like the
worn
new
in.
setup. There's just the mic's far away from me. There's things I'm clattering into.
Dude,
Just relax, man.
chill out, dude.
Take
Do what
it easy.
I do, dude.
I don't like contracts.
What I do is I
Stuck in
purposely keep the mic a little bit away from me, so when I want to speak, people know what I'm gonna say is important. Like this. Listen, dude. Try it.
That's pretty good, but I'm too laid back for that. I'm a laid back guy living on beach.
Yeah.
You got to be laid back.
You
to
can't
live on
come
a
in.
beach.
You don't like to jump in.
No, people get you get bad vibes. The waves go away if you lean in. Too
Here's the
aggressive.
thing, though, dude. You know, obviously, I think of the beach being a laid back hang, but everything you tell me about the beach sounds like a war zone, including what I've heard from Gary.
I can speak from experience. It's literally a war zone. Yeah, that's not even a metaphor. It actually
Every
is.
once in a while, it does turn into a literal war zone.
Yeah.
but that's just turf wars, and
But
that happens
That
everywhere.
doesn't seem like a chill hang, though.
No.
That
that
literally
seems like the
happens
opposite.
everywhere.
We used to be excited for the idea that you're going to live on the beach full time. It always seemed like a really cool thing. Like, oh, that's sick. That's kind of a lifelong dream.
Yeah, it's great.
But then you kind of met, with a crew that we've
Yep.
been open that we're not fans of. And
It
seems
I
like
I've told them that, and you guys get mad.
well,
right.
here's
You
the
didn't
thing,
have
dude.
to tell
I don't know
them.
why
I
you-
didn't have
you're
a
saying
problem with the homies, the beach homies, whatever we call them. I can't even remember
Gosh,
until you
Don't even know.
until you told them that I don't like them, and then one of them.
But you
when
just
I'm-
told me you don't like them.
Now it's like a vicious cycle.
but
I
I
can't tell who doesn't like who first.
that's
Well,
true. It's
You
the
guys don't
chicken
like
before
anybody.
the egg.
That's what I tell everybody. So I don't know what you don't have to really figure out who likes who because you guys hate everybody
I don't. That's
according to what I.
we're
tell
not
them.
going to untable this right now. Are we going to untable this? That I literally everyone you talk to introduce me and Gary to that you tell them that we hate him before I even get a word in, dude.
Why don't we table that and talk about your drastic weight change?
All right.
So
Cool.
2 weeks for 2 weeks, you just bulked up into this giant hulk of a man with
Yep.
tiny hands and feet,
Yep.
and then a week later, you're just back to normal.
So long story short, dude, Carlito just bailed on me, and I was tripping out, dude, because I needed that pre-workout that day.
Yeah.
So had some withdrawal effects. Had to just sack up and just get back in my room. Play with some Legos, and then there were some people that got attention from what I was doing because I got jacked so quick. So there's a documentary coming out of my whole experience getting jacked for what reasons I got jacked, and also how I came back to where I am now. So
you're
that's
gonna
gonna be out next week.
So the documentary is just about basically the 3-week window
Yep.
where you gain roughly 80 to 100 pounds
In muscle,
in
pure
pure muscle, lost your feet dropped how many sizes?
I went from a size 9 to a size 2.
Okay, size
You
2.
actually lost a size on the show. You went down
While
you
we
went
were
from a
there.
2 to
They
a
do-
1 because they kept falling off.
Well, it's a rapid change, and,
And
I
then,
don't.
and then Carlito, by a miracle, right? By some miracle, bailed on you, which is a great thing.
A miracle.
It's a miracle. Miracle?
I saw it as a betrayal,
Okay.
like the worst, a nightmare, a living nightmare.
I have a question,
But
and it's kind
sometimes-
of a serious question. Is little Carl, is he a witch?
A witch?
That is a
'Cause
serious question.
I feel like the magic is the only way you could have done what you did.
Do you know anything about this,
are
dude?
you cursed?
I mean, now that I think back at it, my head's a little more clear. I don't have the same ego I did.
Here's the question I have: how real was he? Did he seem like an apparition, like some sort of.
Before we get into that, can I ask a favor? Could you turn my headphones down just a little bit?
Yours are down.
You don't like my
it's
voice?
screeching into my ears, and it's
all right, dude. I can also.
It's
just
rough.
Talk,
It's really rough.
Well, I have a resonant.
No, I mean, I want you to talk the same so everybody else can hear you.
All
It's just
right.
mine are a little high.
I have a powerful resonant voice.
Well, you also have the biggest microphone, which totally is not cool.
It's
not
got
that
more.
is true.
It does have more power that coming through it. There is
Yeah,
more
it's a little unfair. It's just,
voltage.
definitely unfair.
as the guy who created and is the host of this show, I just feel like I should have a bigger mic. But, whatever.
You were kind of the one that went like this. You're like, do you guys want to? And then we go do a podcast. So it's kind of you started the sentence that got the podcast.
Yeah, it's because you guys were good homies and you just knew what I wanted.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But I would say even the first sentence, it was kind of a tag team thing.
It was definitely a collaborative effort.
You guys,
at first I was like, let's make a French show, Le Guy's podcast. And you guys were like, I don't.
Le Guy's
you guys
podcast was not going to work.
You guys
dude.
couldn't speak French, so you just kept calling it LA Guys podcast. And I was like, yeah, I'll come up with that.
it was confusing. It was also a loose concept. It felt like you were like, it's just a podcast about French dudes, and we're not French.
Well, we were gonna eat
I
like
don't know
bread,
anything about
like
French,
bread,
dude.
and drink like coffee out of bowls and stuff.
but we don't do that. Right? That's not really our
dude.
thing. We're not really French dudes. So
No.
I don't know where did that idea even come?
I watched a show on Gordon Ramsay.
Okay, there it is.
All right,
yeah.
so you got inspired by him to make a
Yeah.
French show, dude?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw him cook a steak, and I was like, we should do a French show.
Dude, I don't know how to cook, dude.
Is he French? Is Gordon Ramsay?
Nah, dude. Definitely not French.
And you definitely don't know how to cook. You're one of the worst. And I'm not trying to be, but
Have you tried one of my Hot Pockets, dude?
oh yeah, dude.
It's pretty good, dude.
Somehow,
you take all the seasoning out when you cook it.
yeah. Somehow,
I don't like spicy, dude.
I don't know how it ends up being just bread, and it's colder than when you take it out of the freezer.
Yeah. It's like It's like your microwave is actually a freezer.
Are you guys telling me you don't like my Hot Pockets?
No, because you have to like literally jab at it and kind of like chop it apart like ice.
And there's no salt or anything in it. Like
No.
you somehow remove the salt content.
I remove all the things that aren't good about a Hot Pocket and leave just what you like.
Frozen bread.
Which
Yup.
is
Okay.
yeah,
That's not good cooking.
It feels like you're in like a communist regime, where everything's been
you
stripped
do
from
make
you
us,
except
you do make us wait in line to get them, and that's kind of because it's just
Yeah.
two of us. We could just stand side by side.
you order at us. You say stay in line. And you
Is that a problem? I don't understand. That's a big deal. I like you guys to stay in line. You get one Hot Pocket, and any more than that, dude, we have a problem.
Yeah. Can I make a request? Could you actually turn my headphones down this time instead of ignoring?
Did it not go down?
I don't think I saw you do it.
I did.
Oh, you
Is this
probably
you?
got the wrong. That's
Dude,
not me.
what's going on with your ears?
That's
this
not
week,
you?
dude.
They're very sensitive.
I know. Dude.
How about that?
What's
Is that
going
you?
on, dude?
That's a little bit better. That's good right there.
Good?
A little bit up. A little bit up.
Okay.
All right,
Are
that's
we good?
That's good. Yeah.
Okay.
You guys were your voices are very
Dude,
piercing
I think the
sometimes.
mics are fine. I think
Piercing?
something's going on with your dome, dude.
Maybe you're hypersensitive.
No, the mics are fine. It's my headphones. Why do you keep mentioning the mics?
I just think it's your ears, dude, because it sounds
Yeah,
good to me.
I have very good hearing.
He's always struggled with the tech.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah.
That's why you're the producer, not him.
That's exactly
Despite
right.
how much you lose the feed, he could never actually
Lost
get
it
the
0
feed up.
times. I did lose it today. I'm not gonna lie, I did lose it today. But other than that, 0 times.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. One time is fine, dude, but
Yeah.
just don't do it again.
Travis has never actually.
I don't plan on it.
Travis has never
Just
gotten a
don't do it
feed
again.
up.
Yeah,
Ever.
you don't even know how to handle it.
I don't even know what a feed is, dude, but I know you can lose it and you can lose it quick, dude.
Reese, the issue there.
Reese Brain says my headphones are turned up pretty loud too. It's kind of distracting. So I gets how I feel. It's a relatable thing.
Yeah, so all you have to do is turn them down. It's not even a problem.
Could you turn his down,
Don't you just...
Gary? Could you turn down?
That's actually
Reese
not
Bryant's?
possible. So that's not a tech thing that I have the control.
Oh, you're not able to do that.
It's not even that
It's
I'm not able.
You just don't know how.
Nope. It's more of just an impossibility in the grand scheme of what is possible. That's not possible. It's
Dude,
not really a
there's
skill
always
set.
you're talking to the
I'm
doc
sure he
skin
could do
here.
it.
I know how computers work, dude. If you go on the dark web, you find a route, you go through that route, add a torrent, you can do whatever you want with his sound, dude.
Not everything is a torrent. So you think it's like I dig a root into a
Yup.
torrent? Okay. So
Dude, that's just computer talk. If that's
Then you
intimidating,
gotta-
dude, I can dumb it down.
You got to
Can you?
You got to magnet the torrent as well.
you got a magnet.
Yeah.
How do magnets
magnetize the torrent?
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
you get a root from some sort of vegetation nearby. You find a tree that's looking for water. Grab its roots.
It's
Then
a virtual route, dude.
Run it in. You shove it into the computer wiring.
Do you know what like a wormhole is,
like
dude?
ginseng.
Dude, you guys are
You
both
put
going
like ginseng
crazy.
in your computer. Probably
I'm
makes
not
it.
putting ginseng in my computer. Dude. I'm making a
good
root.
for
It's
it.
got to be small. It's got to be like a bonsai tree, like small roots.
Okay, if we're
Shove
gonna
those
do the
through.
analogy that it's actually real life vegetation, sure, it would probably be a bamboo shoot. It'd be a
I don't think
small.
computers.
Be
are
a thin.
I don't
thin
think. I don't
bamboo
think computers
shoot.
are vegetarian. No.
No, vegetation. Vegetation is a
Yeah, that's just the past tense.
of
No,
a
dude.
vegetarian.
Yeah.
So if you were
I
a
eat meat now, but I used to be a vegetation.
No, I think.
Do you mean
you're so close because it's just vegetarian again. It's the same word you were originally saying. You just added more.
Vegetarian is a present tense word of vegetation.
But I used to be a vegetation. Doesn't that just sound like
you did?
No, dude, I'm not.
I didn't know you were like just into plant-based foods.
Dude,
That's
I don't
crazy.
like. I don't.
There's a lot I learn
like
about you,
dude. What?
You don't like vegetables now?
I never did, dude.
But
vegetation.
you used to be a vegetation, right?
Can I give you an example, dude? So, like, say when we were all at the zoo.
Yes.
And we were at the gorilla.
I don't remember that.
It was a good hang.
You don't remember the day?
What are you talking about, dude?
We went to the zoo.
Wait, are you being for real right now? What you drink?
We have a whole video on
yeah,
YouTube.
Dude, you were there.
That was a zoo.
You were at the zoo.
What did you?
I just thought that was a place where I thought we were just like a place with animals.
What
just
did you?
Like
That's a
wild
zoo,
animals roaming around.
What did you think we meant when we said we're at the zoo? Hey, can we
I
get
thought you said woo. I thought you said we're going woo.
Every time we went, and we're like, can we get 3 tickets to the zoo?
I thought you were very
dude. We literally the last clip of the
day
was in front of a big sign that said
right
Los Angeles Zoo.
It was backwards. Like there was no way I could have read it.
It was backwards.
I can't read backwards.
It was a front-facing camera.
That's why I can't
so
read Japanese.
That's true, dude.
Do you think Japanese is just backwards?
It's backwards.
Is it just English but backwards?
Actually, dude,
No,
I used to be into
Japanese.
anime and stuff, dude. Like, not trying to flex, but I was pretty into that. And you do read manga from the back. What, dude?
I'm just saying, like, all right, cool, we get it. You're in anime.
Manga.
Anime, dude.
Is manga the
We get it, dude. You're a
Anime?
tough guy. You're fighting all the time. You're into anime.
Anime, dude.
All right, cool, dude.
I don't think you can read
Alright.
manga. That's just really molten rocks in the earth, right?
Manga is a form of entertainment that takes place in a book.
I guess for like geologists.
I think we're in a twisted. I think we're in a spiral of confusion, and it's getting deeper.
I just
and
think
deeper.
I agree.
I just
very
think
confused.
we're at 28 episodes. You think you guys would learn what words mean? But you guys just say the wrong thing.
I have
all
a basic.
The time.
I have a basic handle on words. I think you struggle with it for the most part.
And
But
also,
what-
you interrupted my example, dude. So when we're at the, I'm gonna assume we were at the zoo, all right, dude? A zoo.
Woo.
And
yeah, you keep saying
okay,
that.
whatever. We're at the
we
zoo.
were at the woo.
they just rhyme. They're 2 different words.
I get that you're happy.
You
and
can
excited.
say woo at the zoo. You can be happy
True.
at the zoo.
And we
All
did.
I'm hearing
and
is-
we did.
I probably did say woo at the
I
zoo.
would at least twice.
I'm just hearing woo woo.
Yeah.
So
well,
we're at
it's
the
a
zoo.
different word.
Listen to what I'm trying to say.
All right,
to you,
we're at the
all right?
woo.
We're at the woo. Whatever. There's the gorilla habitat, and inside that habitat is
People.
vegetation.
No, not people.
Gorillas are vegetation? Or they used to be
No,
vegetation?
dude. There's vegetation. It's a plural noun
Yeah.
for lots of plants, dude.
Yeah.
Like right now in this
They have
room,
big
there's
bellies.
no vegetation, dude.
That's why they have big bellies.
Vegetarians
Yep.
eat a lot of vegetables and stuff.
Yeah. And so do gorillas. Vegetarians.
Yeah. Well, they're people. They would.
Yeah, sure. So
First
it
of
all
all,
lines
dude,
up.
how are you possibly a vegetarian when you live on the beach, dude?
I'm not a vegetarian. You used to be a vegetarian. You said you were a vegetation.
We didn't even say he was.
Dude,
well,
you're-
that's a whole different.
You're doing some like mind tricks right now, and I don't like it, dude.
The
I
mind
think you
trick
calm
is
it down.
the
Dude.
mind trick is the trick of him not understanding basic words. So we don't get caught up in it.
All right, dude.
You're-
'cause
you're
it's starting
having
to
a good
fluster
handle.
me, dude. And I've had a rough week, as you guys know, dude. I lost 90 pounds of muscle.
You lost 90 pounds
in 2 days.
Your
dude.
feet grew. Did it hurt
It
to
did
gain
hurt.
all that back?
It wasn't too bad, but yeah, it kind of hurt, dude. Because I still had my baby shoes on, so then, like my feet went like that, like through the
Exploded
shoes.
out.
Oh, your
dude.
toes pop through the
through the shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I do that with my sandals.
Well, sandals don't have a front.
Yeah, my
of
toes
them.
pop right through them.
That's what sandals do.
So I know exactly how you feel.
No,
I'm
you
just
don't. dude.
relating.
You've never had your toes have to go through a barrier and then break through the barrier and
Yeah.
then continue to grow. I
Have
don't
you
think
not- you've
anyone's
never
gone
worn
through that. That's why
sandals?
they're making a documentary about me, dude. No one-
Sandals are just out already. There's no barrier to overcome.
unless you wore socks, then there is technically a barrier there.
No,
Thin barrier.
I don't wear socks.
No, we know that.
No, definitely. We know, dude.
Yeah, and
Feet-
that's a problem.
Your feet kind of stink, dude.
And that's a concern. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, you just put your feet in sandals and they're just
yeah.
out. Right.
Yeah, they push right through.
They don't really push. They just kind of slide
Every
in
time
and
I
now
do it,
you're
it
out.
hurts really bad.
It does?
Yeah.
To put sandals on?
Yeah.
Then you're doing it wrong.
I
I
think
can promise you you're doing it wrong.
I think
dude,
I have
there's
gout. I should probably become a vegetarian.
Gout helps with that?
Well, gout.
Dude, I would
is from
love
eating
to see
too
you
much
try a
vegetarian helps with-
vegetarian lifestyle. It's actually pretty hard. It's supposed to make you feel smarter.
Are you on it
Is
right
that
now?
why you quit?
I'm not, dude.
Okay.
Quit what?
Being a vegetarian.
I've never been a
There you
vegetarian
go,
my
vegetarian
entire
in the
life.
past.
That was a
No,
great word.
You
He's a
just nailed it.
No,
Use
he's
the
a
word
vegetarian
right.
now. Vegetarian's the present form.
But when he quit being a vegetarian in the
Yeah.
past.
He
Past
was a
veg-
vegetation.
All right, I'm just gonna draw the line here. I've never been a vegetarian. I don't plan to be a vegetarian. I like eating meat, dude. I like hot dogs. I
Yeah.
like nachos. I like all that stuff, dude.
I don't think nachos,
Nachos are
meat.
decidedly not meat. Hot dogs
They're
are
like-
also
they're
barely meat.
tortilla chips.
Yeah. You haven't had what's the
What is vegetarian? I thought you just have to eat lettuce or something.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you were talking about eating meat, and then you said nachos. Now, but also, do you like hot dogs are your main? That's like the height of meat to you.
Yeah.
If you're like, I want to eat a good piece of meat, you go for a ballpark.
Hebrew Nationals.
Oh, Hebrew.
What's up, dude?
Okay.
Great hot dog.
Gary doesn't like those.
You might.
I don't have anything against them. I just think that they're a little presumptuous, and they. Let's just move on.
You don't
I don't
like-
want to.
We can table it.
You're an Oscar Mayer guy or something, dude? All I'm saying, dude, is if you ever come to my house, dude, I'll make you a great hot dog, dude. I do them in the microwave. I eat
more of
5
like
at a time.
He's more like a Wiener Schnitzel guy or something like that.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I mean, Wiener Schnitzel's they've been around the longest. They know what they're doing. You know, Hebrew National.
He once told me, he goes, they're just a superior hot dog, you know?
You said that, dude?
I just think it's a pure dog. It's a pure dog. That's what I'd say. You know?
All right.
He makes a good argument for it.
I'm not really, I don't have any real hate towards different types of hot dogs.
We had this conversation back when he had his mustache, so it was a little bit different.
Yeah, I'm glad you shaved that, dude.
I don't have hate for Hebrew Nationals. I'm just they are clearly an inferior breed of hot dog, and a lot of people are behind me. Actually, a lot of people join me on that. There's a lot of people that are excited about.
A lot of fervor.
There's a lot of energy behind that.
All right, so like that was what you just did there. That seemed kind of like.
It's people come together over Wiener Schnitzel.
It's making me scared.
What?
Well, it just seems like
it's just the unity
Wiener
of people.
Bratwurst. He's a big fan of bratwurst as well.
Any sort of middle European,
like a Bavarian.
Yeah,
dog.
yeah, kind of that region of dog. They understand their meat, so it's a pure meat. It's
I
the
once
purest of meats.
I once tried to hand him a Polish hot dog, and he slapped it out of my hand.
Yeah,
right, that's
and then he
pretty
attacked
weird,
it.
Polish hot dogs are
He
delicious,
attacked it without
dude.
even like saying anything. He like blitzed on it.
Have you ever had a Polish hot dog, dude?
You guys are calling me crazy. No, I would not, because that's disgusting. And I'm disgusted by you would even bring it up. You guys, look, I'm not the only one on this train, dude. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are pro that they can get behind the schnitz, dude. They can get behind the bratwurst and all other brands.
How often are you hanging out with these people?
Are gone,
dude?
out.
It seems like you know these people pretty well.
It's a good group of people. I mean, it's a nationwide thing. There's a Facebook group for it.
They rally around bratwurst.
Yeah. And it's an intense. I mean, there's a lot of energy behind it. For
fan
sure.
base, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It seems like every time you talk about it, there's like more energy with what you're doing with your hands.
It just gets like we just get pumped about it, man, because it's a passionate.
You know how like your anime, your magma stuff has a good
Manga.
fan base.
Sure.
Is a magma cartoon when you take it out of the house? Is it lava?
Are you
All
trying
right.
to do stand-up now too, dude?
No, it's geology.
Now,
humor.
since
It's
Gary
geology.
says he's
fair,
doing stand-up, now
like,
you're gonna try doing jokes, dude.
I used to be a geologist. It's just a little geology.
That's not
humor.
true, but you definitely also were not a comedian, which I am becoming a comedian, and I can help you on your jokes just so you don't embarrass yourself like that again, because that was obviously, and I'm not trying to like call you out on the pod live on 2 different streams right now, but you did embarrass yourself with that bit, and I can help you with that. I can write you some bits. I've been writing a lot of bits lately, so.
When did you start doing stand-up again, dude?
You should write a full.
A full what?
I don't know, just instead of a little bit of it.
Oh, you don't understand. Yeah. No, a bit's like a little piece of material. It's
In improv, because I do improv. In improv, we just do the whole thing.
In improv, yeah. What you guys do is you just kind of make it up, and everybody gets lost.
We call it riffing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we riff it.
And it's kind of like people are listening
Yes,
and not tracking, and then they leave after an hour and a half, mostly confused.
A lot of our humor comes from like just smiling big.
Yeah.
And making a lot of hand
and
gestures.
kind of
the smiles scare me, dude.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
It's too much.
We're very happy, and we just say things that are really family friendly, and people like that.
Yeah. It seems like you guys are the most into it, and that's what makes people be like kind of into it, is because you guys are so into it.
Right.
You know, come to my show.
A lot of our audiences just sit quietly and look tired. But we're bringing the energy.
You guys are into it, yes.
Yeah.
Which I like that. I like energy and I like fervor, dude.
So the cool thing, what I'm hearing about with improv, obviously I don't know this world too well. So even if the crowd is generally tired and kind of bored,
sometimes sleeping,
it doesn't matter because you guys are so
we're
in
smiling.
love with
our
improv.
arms are up in the air.
Yes.
We're doing this a lot. Doesn't matter. Like any suggestion, we just do this.
Yeah. And it's not about being funny. You know, it's not about getting laughs.
It's a craft.
What's the name? Don't you guys have names of like your improv troops?
Just say 3 things.
Okay, like anythings, dude.
Just say 3 things.
All
First
right.
things that come to your mind.
Bananas, cars.
Banana Cars is a great improv group actually down in Long Beach.
Banana Cars is a group that exists already?
Yeah.
Banana cars?
Yeah, because you said banana.
Oh, that was 3 words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're down in Long Beach. They're performing tonight. They're really good.
Oh, really?
Are they rivals to you, or are you guys like homies?
No, we don't have rivals.
And when you say good, it's good in the sense that
So
when you're watching, you do want to
They extend their arms the most.
They go up?
Of anybody I've seen.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Banana and Car.
Do you guys have to wear the same outfit or anything like that? Or
No, you just wear regular clothes. Have you never been to an improv? You'd love it.
really?
Yeah.
Well,
Do you think I could do improv?
you'd love it.
Oh,
You might also. I'd say he says you'd love it. I think what would happen is you'd be there and then you'd leave, and then people would be like, "How was it?" And you'd go, "Well, I was there, and now I'm not there anymore."
Yeah, that's pretty much.
I don't
all
understand
of our reviews.
Why? Are you, what's upsetting me right here is this. So you do improv. That's a comedy thing.
I do improv. I'll prove it. Watch. Give me a suggestion.
All right. You're at a. You're. Oh, I got one for you.
Nice. This is actually the hardest part of the show.
This
takes
in
real skill.
all right, let's see. What's a good one?
You're terrible at improv. You can't even give me a suggestion.
All right, fine. You're at the beach, dude. You're at the beach. Go.
Well, that's going to be hard for me. I'm not familiar.
Well,
I'm just kidding. I live at the beach. All right, watch.
gave
I'm
you
at
an
the
easy
beach.
one, dude.
Look at the sun.
Whoa, your hands are pretty high up there.
Yeah.
That was pretty exciting.
Oh, your face is
Yeah,
huge.
Dude, that was
Yeah.
a big face.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude,
that-
you
Oh
had
no!
your-
Look out! There's an alligator.
Wow.
That's
So
so
an
that's
alligator.
basically, that's just
that's called
basically-
space work, right?
That's just
dude?
basically an alligator. Basically improv for you. So.
But don't you have to do something called space work in improv?
Yeah.
Like you pretend to rather
So
than
I'm-
rather than having to hold
so
a
what you're
cup,
saying
which
is
is way easier. You have to pretend to hold a fake cup.
So what you're
Yeah.
saying? I'm on a beach, but I'm in space.
Dude, how do you not know what space work is?
I thought you'd done
I thought you
improv.
were an improv guy.
Well, I
didn't
used
know
to.
that,
I used to
dude.
do actual space work. So.
You were not an ass. Do not even for a second suggest on this podcast, on this live feed, that you were an astronaut. Please do not do that.
I wasn't.
Because we table a lot. We put up a
No,
lot.
dude, you were
No, I used
trying to bring us into to participate in a lie, dude.
No, I used to engineer parts for satellites that go up there.
Engineer parts for a satellite.
So space work.
Okay. More believable. Still not believable, but more believable.
But
So you were just working about space.
I just want a suggestion for my homies because look, you're doing stand up. That's a fun comedy thing.
Yeah.
You're doing
It's going
improv.
great,
That's
by
a
the
fun
way.
comedy thing. What am I supposed to do? What's another comedy thing?
Keep recovering because until I'd say get those
There's
hands.
not a lot funny about you, so I wouldn't even worry about it.
No.
but
Actually,
it sounds fun though. Dude.
I will say one of the funniest things was when your feet were really small and your hands were also freakishly small. But that's not something that
But
you
that
maybe
means
want
I have to
stick
join like a circus or something.
That would work for you.
That could be a fun ride. Yeah. You
Do
could
they
be a
pay well?
circus people?
I don't know.
Circus crew? I think circusing is more for the love of it.
I've only ever snuck into circuses, so I don't know what you would get paid.
You snuck into a circus
And then participated in the circus?
No,
Just snuck in to be there.
just kind of walked around.
dude, for sure. I actually remember they do a circus at the beach, dude. I'm not even kidding, dude. I remember seeing they set up a tent. I don't know if you've seen that yet, dude, but you should check that out, dude. Or maybe try to get me a job there if you know people.
I can get
Do you mean
yeah,
like-
I know a lot of people.
Do you mean
For-
Circus Soleil? Is that what you're talking
Circus
about?
Soleil, dude.
Circus Soleil?
Yes.
Circus
French,
Soleil.
by the way. French
Oh,
people.
Wow, that's probably a
You
good
could
show.
join the circus, dude. You could
There's still
start with
time
it.
for us to do a French
Dude.
show.
Do you guys really think
I
I, could
wouldn't
do
say
this,
so.
dude? What would my job be in the circus, though, dude? I
You could have been
I
a
could take
strong
control,
man,
dude.
but not anymore.
Yeah.
That's
You could be
Carlito.
like a guy who like always walks around with a basketball in his shirt.
How is
It
that?
just- it
What
just-
is that supposed to mean?
It just looks
though?
that way with your stomach.
I wanted to do something like involving like holding a chair against a lion
This
or
man-
trapeze.
You could be like, this man ate a basketball. Come look at him, and then you show your round stomach.
Yeah.
But won't they just know I have a basketball under my shirt, or do I? Have
Well,
to-
no, it just looks like you ate a basketball because your stomach is so round and.
That sounds more like Ripley's Believe It or Not, though.
You could be the. You
Well, they
could
have
be,
like a freak show.
Yeah, you could do that. You could also do something where it's like you make women disappear. Like you hang out with women for a little bit, and then next
Yeah,
thing
you're already
you know,
doing that for free. So
I've
they're
seen
gone.
people, magicians do that too.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So like you're kind of like,
So
hey, I'm the amazing T-Rav. Give me the nearest girl, and you just pull a girl up, and then an hour later they're gone. You
In
never
my
get to be
slogan,
seen again.
I'm the David. Dude, I can do it on the street. I could be the David Blaine of disappearing women.
Yeah. You could. That's something you could do. I don't know if you'd want to do it, but you are good at it, and I don't. People
the
might.
difference between you and David Blaine though is you make the girls hold their breath. You don't hold your breath.
Yeah.
I don't even understand that. All I know is
David
I'm
Blaine
sorry,
does
dude. I'm in my head right now,
kooky
starting to think
tricks.
about. I might just start doing some street magic, dude.
Sure.
That was the name of David Blaine's first special, I think. Street
He
magic.
had a big influence on you. I remember you always talking about David Blaine, how you always wanted to.
He's a wild dude. He definitely keeps control.
And you have tiny
dude.
little tiny snail hands, so you could do a lot of magic, like stuff with your hands, probably, right? They're
Sure,
probably,
dude. And also, I'm always wearing a flannel, so I have long sleeves, I hide cards and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's a good. And you have carpets and stuff that you can.
Somebody named Jess just says, "Oh, why?" I think he's questioning why you'd want to be in the circus.
Oi. I think it's like morning time in Asia or something like that. I think that's an Asian expression for what's up. So, what's up?
We got distracted, though. We were talking about when I was doing space work. It brought me back to this guy I used to know. He had really strong arms. It was like Neil something. But he was like a really good friend of mine.
I think you're thinking of Neil Armstrong.
I don't think
we used to call him Neil Strong Arms.
So okay, I could see. So we didn't get distracted because that was never what we were about to talk about.
Well, I was trying to bring it up, but you guys were just talking about how he could be a freak in a circus.
I think that's also
But strong arms, he had these really strong arms. He could have been like a strong guy in the circus.
You're talking about Stretch Armstrong.
No,
that's a toy from the 90s.
My buddy Neil.
Neil, you don't know anybody named Neil.
I do.
I know
strong
all your
arms.
friends.
We used to call him Neil Strongarm.
No, I'm gonna back Gary up on this, dude. We definitely do not have a homie named Neil.
He's doxed every single friend you've ever had.
That's true, dude. I dox everyone. And Neil, dude, that's a sketchy name. That's not a.
Well, it's Neil's short for Daniel.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Oh, what's up, Tinal? Just showed up.
Hey, Tinal, you're a little late, but that's okay.
Tinal, just to catch you up, Charret has just introduced a new lie about something in his past.
I used to do space work, and I did it with this guy who was actually an astronaut. His name was Neil, and he had strong arms.
Dude, I'm sorry.
I think you're talking about.
I go on the internet way too much to not say anything. You're talking about Neil Armstrong, dude.
That's
of the first man on the moon.
You're saying it wrong.
What?
No, he's saying
Armstrong's not the proper way to say it.
You don't know.
Strong
First of all, that guy's like what, 80 years old?
Yeah, dude.
Tinal says that's both sick and true.
How do you know that that's true?
He's Scottish. They invented everything.
You could, if you were in this room right now, Tinal, you'd smell the lies. You know,
Definitely,
there's a
dude. It's
stench.
potent. It's a potent smell, dude.
That's just a hot dog I found in the trash.
What brand?
It was Polish. I think you threw it away.
Yeah, it's damn right I did. Get that shit out of here.
All right, sorry.
Well,
Dude,
I'm just sorry. I'm just trying not to get hot about it.
I really don't like Polish hot dogs.
You guys know where I stand on that
dog.
issue, and you know that. Thank you. We are.
Reese Brain says, I gotta admit it. Gary and Charret are really talented.
What about your boy over here, dude?
Well,
I'm
let's just
obviously,
see.
dude. This is
No, you're like a straight man.
I don't like being.
Unlike Gary,
I'm
you're a straight man.
What?
What's that supposed to mean?
Because
I'm talented and I'm
sure.
And I'm.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very gifted, and if you put me in a situation with other dudes, I'm playful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can play with other dudes.
You're definitely. We're on episode 28. You're still trying to find yourself, and that's okay.
I've been trying to find myself
Are you
my
a
whole
murderer?
life, dude.
Do you shoot your friends? Do you get beat up?
I only shoot
are
my
you
friends.
Addicted to steroids? You know, who are you?
Not anymore, dude. Who am I, dude?
You race cars.
I'm a eccentric human being.
Were you gonna say billionaire?
Maybe, dude. One day.
Because I actually don't know how much money your family actually has.
How many?
You seem like you can do whatever you want.
I like to keep my financial situation with my family private, dude. But
you have
let's
a Lego
just say,
room.
Yeah, I do have a Lego.
I don't
room.
even have a room.
That's true, dude. But you could have a room, but you decided to live on the beach. That was
Maybe
your
he's
choice, dude.
Maybe he's a Lego savant. Maybe in the circus you build Lego castles.
You could do that.
And then destroy them in front of everybody.
I'm really good with Legos.
It's like those.
Reese Brain, do you think you could make Legos?
I definitely can make Legos. You don't have to ask that.
It's like those
question,
Buddhist
dude.
monks that do the sand, whatever, and then they blow them away. You do that with Legos, and nobody cares as much.
But that's the thing, though. But then they have to blow away and they have to build it all over again.
That's kind of the point, man. It's about it's the philosophy of the impermanence of life, dude. I mean, you bring a good point, Chair. Our character arcs are pretty well established. We've gone through a lot. You know, I've become famous and then gone through the difficulty of fame.
Yeah.
You, but like a
falling
sociopathic liar.
No.
Struggling with truth.
I think you're confusing me with somebody.
Who?
Do you do another podcast? You're not doing the French podcast behind my back, are you?
I did, honestly.
You're not doing La Guys behind my back.
I'm not going to lie. I did think later, that is a decent idea. And I've started to do one with yeah. And I have started to do it. But I'm just testing.
You're doing La Guys
dude,
without
who are
me?
you doing La Guys with? Dude? You're not doing it with me either, dude.
It's just by myself. It's my own little recording. It's just something I wasn't going to tell anybody. I'm just testing it out. You know, I'm working on my French accent, so I'm a little embarrassed about it. You know, I talk for an hour in a French accent about French stuff.
Well, can I
That's what I wanted to do. That was my entire.
You didn't
show
say
idea.
that though. You didn't say. I thought of that. You just said La Guys.
I said bonjour, fellas. Let's do La Guys.
And then I said to myself.
And then I was eating a long piece of bread.
Yeah, I remember that, and I thought that was really cool, and I said keep eating it like that.
Yeah.
So it looks like you kind of broke what we call a gentleman's agreement.
There was no agreement. We never shuck on it, and he's not a gentleman, and I think you know that.
All right, fair enough, dude.
Tinal says any
Sorry,
of you
I didn't mean
guys
to put you in your
chat
place like that. I just got hot.
You got a little hot there, dude. I'm noticing, dude, there's a lot of energy coming from you. I think we shouldn't have brought up hot dogs. I won't bring up hot dogs with you
It's just
ever
that whole
again,
subject
dude.
gets me a little fired up and really jacked on my fervor. You know what I mean? Because that's our sort of that's how what we stand for. Me and my group. You know, we don't like Hebrew nationals. Hot dogs.
All right, dude.
Or Polish sausages.
It's not that he doesn't like Polish. He just attacks them without warning.
That's what I'm concerned about.
Tin Owl points out that I look like the main guy. Look, Tin Owl.
30 to 40 years from now, you also missed. You skipped reading that.
No, he just says that one part that I'm noticing. Gary looks like the main guy, and that's. Thank you for saying
30 to 40 years from now.
Not even trying
Which
to.
doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't. He's speaking Scottish again. I think I kind of understand.
I don't understand that either, dude. But it sounds like you're not the main guy yet, and you have some years ahead of you. Rough
Well, I am
road,
maturing into my character has a lot of development.
You want to hear about how sick
Thank
I
you,
am,
Tin
dude,
Owl.
as a character? First of all, lost at sea for a week, dude. Intense.
And just it seemed like it was like if that was a movie, that was one scene in an hour and a half movie.
But it also feels like it's probably something that your mom paid for. It was like a beach resort.
Dude,
Vacation.
again,
Like a
dude, do we
fun-
need to watch the clip again, dude? There was
Oh,
no
for the love of
resort.
God,
It was
no.
me on a surfboard
It was very
in the
boring.
middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one example.
It was one
I was
shot.
kidnapped by the Chinese. I prank.
You were kidnapped by a guy who looks Chinese.
Kidnapped by the Chinese, dude.
A Chinese-looking guy.
We did a heist.
Chinese looking
I
guy,
brought up-
probably mostly maybe Polynesian or something.
Probably just a white guy.
Probably
With
just a white guy with
rice hat on.
you know.
What about the heist, dude? I was the one who organized that whole thing, dude. You guys got really excited about that, dude.
And then you shot me.
Yeah.
That was an
And I
accident.
bled in the back of some car. I don't even know where that car came from.
Where did that car come from?
That's a long story. Do you really want me to get into that right now?
I would love to hear that story.
I kind of hope I wasn't bleeding all over a stolen car.
I just borrowed it.
Well,
dude.
that'd be the best car to bleed. Oh, because then your DNA's in there.
I'd have to contact my friends down at the FBI and get them to remove.
You have friends down at the FBI?
All right, so here's this thing, dude. There's
We're just gonna let that.
I'm not gonna say
His name's
whose
James.
car it is right now, but we happen to have a neighbor who has a car that's always on the street. He was in a band, and I'm just gonna say it sounds kind of okay. He may have one time been a part of the band called Sugar Ray. All right,
Whoa, this dude next door to you?
That's that boxer, right?
you're thinking of Sugar Ray Johnson.
No, Sugar Ray.
Sugar Ray the band, dude. That's
Sugar
a
Ray
big
Leonard
band.
Leonard,
Is
definitely
the
Leonard.
the boxer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Sugar Ray is. Are you talking about Mark McGrath?
Mark McGrath. Dude.
Mark McGrath.
So Mark
He lives
McGrath.
next.
What?
For real? That's his car.
Dude, like I said, I don't like to talk about like my neighbors and like where I live, dude. But yeah, Mark McGrath had a car, and I just borrowed it, and we borrowed it, and unfortunately there was some blood in it. I never gave it back, and I haven't talked to him since. I actually haven't brought up the news with him. Kind of nervous.
Oh, so he just thinks that you borrowed his car,
Yup.
and you live right next door to him, and
Yeah.
it's been a few weeks,
Yeah, it's just parked in my garage.
and he hasn't brought it up.
Not yet, dude.
Has he like knocked on the door or
Yeah.
anything?
Oh
Okay.
yeah, no, I just go to my Lego room and I don't.
You go to Lego.
Yeah.
What does your mom say when she?
She doesn't. I didn't tell her about this.
But if she answers the door, isn't she like, "Come in, Mark McGrath. I recognize you from my favorite band."
She's
Yeah.
a nice lady.
But I also my mom's really cool with me, and I said, listen, like Mark McGrath, like doesn't. He has too many cars.
Did you make up a lie about him to make your mom not like? Did
All
you
right,
pull
whatever, dude.
Did you
I
pull
made
a Charret?
a white lie, dude. It wasn't a Charret. It definitely wasn't.
What
a
did you
Charret
say
lie.
about him? What did you say about Sugar Ray Leonard to let your mom not like him?
I just said this guy's kind of weird and
Privileged LA boy. I just want to make that's a good
Well, it's
good point to know.
Tin Owl said dude has a whole Lego room.
Yeah,
It's
privilege.
actually made of Legos. He made it out of the Legos. He's actually very
the
talented.
walls are made of Legos, dude. The insulation is made of Legos.
Your bed's made of Legos. Horribly uncomfortable. That's why you,
You
don't
don't
get
like
good
my
sleep.
Lego bed,
No, dude. No, and I think it's bad for you.
so that's why you wouldn't sleep in my Lego bed when you stay over that one time.
100%, dude, and I never will. Yeah,
I was
because
really
think it's
insulted. I was like, "Why aren't you going to sleep in the Lego bed? I'm going to sleep on the floor. You won't sleep in my Lego bed?
it's
My
so bad
Lego
for your
floor?"
posture. It's why I
The
think
problem with your Lego bed though is it's very abstract.
And then
It's
you
not
broke
even like
my
a
Lego
regular-
toilet, dude. That was super uncool. My
Well,
Lego
it's
bathroom.
not very sturdy.
Well, I built it out of Legos, dude. I'm sorry.
And the other
I'm
problem is
5'7", 210 pounds. You know,
You're not.
it's
you know,
I don't know why you.
some things can't hold me.
I don't know why you say you're shorter than you are. Normally people say they're taller than they are, but you say you're 5'7".
Yeah,
I'm
that is a
5'9".
weird. That's a weird lie.
Well,
I can't tell the
strange
motivation.
lie.
I
behind
walked
that
into
lie.
a 9/11 one time, and it was they had the thing on the door, and it said I was 5'7".
When you say that, dude, I just think you sometimes lie because you just love to lie.
When I'm sleeping, yeah.
No, not lie down.
Not lie down.
Lie
dude.
down. Okay.
Fib.
It seems like maybe you
Do
have.
you guys sleep standing up?
No.
No.
I just told. Did you just not hear Gary talking about my Lego bed?
Well,
dude?
no.
He lays on a
What
bed.
I was saying about your Lego bed is it would be better if it was like shaped like a bed, but it's a very abstract recreation of what you think a bed is, and it's just a lot of jagged edges, almost like unnecessary.
Yeah.
You know,
And you always offer it to somebody else when they stay over. You never sleep in it. You're always like, sleep in my Lego bed.
Sleep in my Lego bed, and what it essentially is just a clunky pile of Legos.
Are you saying that I've built basically some sort of torture device that I call a Lego bed?
You make us feel weird for not sleeping on what is essentially a Lego mountain, right? A mountain range of Legos.
Or like
Lego mountain.
Or like a Lego nail bed.
Lego bed of nails.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not cool because then you're like, what are you, wimp? You call me a wimp. You make me feel really wimpy. But then I come back and I say, dude, I'm not the one with a stinking Lego room. Dude, and then that hurts.
That does hurt my feelings.
But I didn't want to get in that whole argument in the first place.
I don't understand why you won't just take a seat, lay down on my Lego bed, and then just let me watch.
Just let you watch?
Just watch you, like, enjoy my Lego bed. Enjoy my work, dude. I like to see people enjoy. I'm a hospitable guy. So I like people to enjoy my
hospital.
I'm a hospitable guy, dude.
Spittable.
That means that I like to take care of people.
That lie is spittable.
You say you hawk spits?
You hawk spits at people?
You're
That's disgusting.
I can hawk a good spit. You guys know that.
You can't launch them.
It's like
I can launch
you got
a
like
spit.
15 feet.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
You spit on that homeless guy one time.
That could be something.
Which I thought was a little.
Bring that up, dude. That was an accident. I'm not. Jesus, we're on live.
It was just mean because I think
dude.
you thought we weren't looking, and then he kind of like asked you for change. You're like, whatever, dude. I don't have any change.
And then you waited till he walked 15 feet away, and
then you would like to
this guy's
prove a point.
So you guys are literally saying that I purposely spit on a homeless guy, dude? That is evil, dude. I'm not an evil guy.
From deep range.
It was like an artillery thing.
Yeah, and he went.
So what did you? Here's something that was interesting. If I did that, what did you guys do? You guys didn't say anything. You guys just walked away. Just
you gotta have your homies back.
Yeah, we just honestly it was an uncomfortable moment, but yeah, we're ride or die dogs, dude. I mean, we're LA guys for life. Also,
I also just didn't want you to spit on me.
Yeah, it was kind of a scary moment where I didn't know what.
I haven't spit on someone out of.
It was so powerful because the guy was
time.
like, and like plopped to the ground.
There's power behind it.
He slowly fell though. He like fell to his knees and then fell to his hands and then like collapsed.
Yeah.
I actually have wanted to do so.
Like,
all right, I'm just gonna get into this, dude. So I've been doing this. I've been hawking loogies for a long time. And they've gotten
since
fast,
as long as
dude.
I've known you.
So I filmed a quick clip. I sent it to the Guinness Book World Records to see, and they've responded to me. I've been like a little nervous to respond back because I don't know how fast my spits are, but they want to clock
it,
speedometer or whatever it's called. They want to clock how fast my loogies are, dude. I think I'm pushing 120 miles an hour.
We'll have the chat.
So a peer speed test.
Yes.
What about distance? Because you can go.
They want to do both, dude.
You want to check both?
Yeah.
Do you know what the current records are? By the
175 miles an hour, I think.
For a loogie.
That's
the current.
But I think I'm easily breaking 210. That's what
I weigh.
Yeah, I don't even know if that's true. I think you're.
Well, definitely film it, and we'll have because the chat is very on point today. Reese Brain says, "My friend watching this with me says he loves the back and forth between Gary and Charret. They're hilarious." Which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Sounds like that dude just really has it out for Travis.
I wouldn't say it's not
He's
about
not
you.
dabbing me up, dude.
I think you're making it up, dude. I think you're making it more selfish. It's more about me and Charret.
Yeah. Just let us have a compliment for once.
He's just saying nice things, you know.
But Tinal also says the homeless aren't people to LA's privileged, and that's about you.
And
dude,
that's
obviously you guys are painting a bad picture about me right now, dude.
That's just what the chat's saying. We can't influence the chat in any way.
No, dude, you guys influence.
I'm not
the
a good
chat,
artist.
Dude. You guys
I wouldn't
definitely
paint
influenced it.
that picture. I would not paint it.
He's actually a very good artist.
Okay, stop.
He does art on the side. He paints like houses and landscapes and stuff.
Stop it. I don't want to bring all that stuff. Let's get back to the homie talk. Hey, by the way,
what?
I think you could do loogies at the circus. That could be your circus act.
You could spit on homeless people at the circus.
I'm not gonna spit on homeless people, dude, but I'll definitely get in the Guinness Book of World Records. And you guys say like Travis doesn't have like some sort of real big character arc. Look at all the stuff I'm doing, dude.
I'm just saying you haven't found yourself yet.
It seems
that's
like
a lifelong journey, dude.
That's fair, but
Reese Brain says, which one is Travis again? Which is...
All right, dude. So Reese, dude, I don't know who Reese is. I don't really mess with Reese's because the only Reese I know is into rock climbing, and that is a sketchy, strange hobby, dude, only for psychopaths. So, dude,
yeah.
I don't really care what this Reese guy is saying about Travis, dude.
Reese, what's that dude's name? Reese Winhorn?
Yep.
That dude?
Sketchy dude. Remember from high school, dude?
Yes. He did
would
get
yell
way...
at the rocks, dude. He would
Yes.
get angry, so angry in school that he would have to take the rage out on the rocks, dude.
Yeah, and he'd be like, ah! And we're like, dude, it's not even that hard of a climb. It's like the big bulky ones you can grab onto.
And you know, I know
a lot
cringe,
of the time
but
it
was cringe,
it was just a retaining wall that like was on the side of a driveway.
Yeah.
That was when it was really weird because he wasn't even climbing. He was just banging on the rocks.
And then he would just climb people's houses, like the sides of their houses that were easy to climb.
Yeah.
He thought it was impressive. And
a lot of the time he just had a ladder.
Right. Yeah, he would just be a climber.
But then he was just an angry guy on a ladder, and I didn't. That wasn't really rock climbing.
That's just like, what is that?
And you had to hold it, otherwise OSHA would be mad at you.
Yeah.
That's true.
But,
Who's?
OSHA.
Who's that?
It's I used to work for them. It's they go through and they inspect business like workplace areas and make sure it's up to specs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Checks out, except for the part that you said that you worked for them, just because that just adds to the pile of your...
I used to carry around a little clipboard and I'd be like, oh, that ladder needs to be 5 feet away from the wall and you need somebody holding onto it.
That used to be your job?
Yeah.
And you write it down like that?
Yeah.
You squiggle it?
Mm-hmm. And then I would send it in and I would ruin small businesses with fines.
I would love to count how many jobs you've had. Dude.
Yeah.
'Cause at this point, it's got to be close to 100, right?
At
Well,
least
it's 45
100.
pages. We've discussed it.
Oh, yeah, you have 45
I'll bring my CV
page
in.
resume. Jesus.
Tanal says, Reese Brain, he's the rich, privileged one on the right, probably doxing you. So that's you.
I can't dox right now because I don't have a computer in front of me, but just let me tell you something, Reese. I'm going to know everything about you in 2 hours, dude.
We got a comment on the Facebook feed, too. Somebody's talking about some dude named Spencer. Wrong pod, dog. This is Gary, Charret, and Travis.
Yeah, I think he's referencing that new movie with Mark Wahlberg, which Reese climbed. Because he thought he was because his name was Wahlberg. He just started climbing him.
That's true.
And then he got beat up.
That was embarrassing for him. Yeah,
Mark
that did
beat
not
him
end
with
well.
a stick. It was really...
He's just kind of a joke everywhere he goes. Everybody's like, who is this guy? He's angry and he's angry
climbing.
while he climbs easy things to climb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Climbs jungle gyms with kids and stuff.
Yeah, that was bad, dude.
Yeah, it's a Facebook stream, homie. Check it.
Can people see what you just did?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's cool, dude.
Wait, no, they can't. No, my bad.
Oh, speaking of people who are finding themselves and are becoming good, like I do improv now. You just recently did stand-up, you said you had a...
Oh, dude, you got a set in last week, dude?
I had the set of my life.
Yeah?
Homies.
I thought it was your first set. Oh, wait, second set?
It was...
How high did you get your hands?
No, it was...
That's improv, dude.
No, hands are down.
Hands were down.
Keep
Hands
your
are
hands
down.
down and
I
stand
could
up,
never
dude.
do
It's a
stand-up.
whole different discipline.
Hands down?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Where do you
dude.
even put them?
No big smiles.
What do you do with them?
You can sometimes use them to accentuate, but it's all about the point. It's all
How
about
many alligators did you have to do?
0 alligators, dude.
Well, this
it's not
doesn't
even
sound funny at all.
Well, I know because it's a different. Well, here's what's interesting. It absolutely killed. Okay, I mean, I'm talking unbelievable, and like it was my first set, so best set ever. Not a lot of competition, but I do feel like we're in LA, and I feel like I'm going to be discovered soon. I felt that energy. I felt like I did find my calling. All of my material worked. I wrote a lot of really good bits. You guys want to see? I have the recording.
You
If you
got
guys
it?
want to see it,
Dude,
I'm
let's
so
see your
excited
stand-up.
about
Can't
it.
wait
That's
to see you
sick,
do some
dude.
alligator stuff.
No,
He's not gonna
just
do-
to
that's
be clear.
improv.
How big
Yeah.
do you smile big?
Dude,
I
doesn't smile, dude. Serious.
I mean, I
Stand-up is
smile
serious.
a little bit, but it's the subtlety of the jokes.
How many people were sleeping during your set?
Nobody.
Well, this doesn't sound good at all.
No, it's the opposite. So it's the opposite of the improv experience because it's supposed to be funny, where people laugh out loud and they're
Oh.
engaged with your ideas.
Okay.
So it's like the opposite of improv.
Oh, well, I guess we can check it out. I don't know. I just don't have good high hopes for it.
Yeah, no, it's trust me, man. This is gonna be really, really good. Hold on a second. Yeah, Bert's Backroom. That is a comedy club in Melrose, in West
It's on
Hollywood.
Melrose, right?
Yeah.
For sure,
It's
dude.
like a really prestigious.
As a guy who used to be a mason, I can tell those aren't real bricks.
I'm not sure. I didn't really focus on that. I was like in the zone with my comedy, but yeah, that's like a major club. It's not easy to get up there. It's not easy to get on
How'd
stage.
you get
there.
up, dude?
I just kind of told them, I was like, "Yo, I think I have it," and they were like,
I heard a lot of these rooms you got to slip them cash and
Yeah,
they'll
dude.
let
You
you
have
get
to
up.
pay, dude.
"No," they were like, "I think you have it too," and I said, "I think I do," and they said, "The $5, right?" And I was like, "I have that too if you need it."
And then you have to like shake it shadily.
It's like
so
a
they'll let you get on.
donation,
Yeah.
But they were like, "You do have it, right?" And I was like, "I think I have the goods, man." They're like, "The $5 too, right?"
Oh.
So
So you had
but
to
they
pay to
saw
get on
something. They saw
stage?
something in me.
Well, I'd love to see this.
All right,
Okay,
let's check it
let's
out,
check it
dude.
out.
So I was actually hanging out with one of my seeker friends from this cult. I actually thought I was in a coven, It turns out it's a cult. I was with my homie Flush like the toilet. So we were gonna go snowboarding, right? And I told this story at Beach Fire last week. It's so funny. So I was like, okay, look, I need to get gloves. I didn't have gloves at the time, so I needed new snowboard gloves. So I went to the snowboard shop for the gloves, and I was like, yeah, I need a size medium glove. I can't find any here. And he was like, we don't have any size medium right now. So I was like, okay, well, do you know where I would find any? And he was like, no. We have a small though. Shoot, that's loud. But then I was like, okay, dude. Well, I didn't come to the snowboard gloves shop to get snowboard gloves, not my size, guy. Actually, I was like, no, I'm gonna back that up because I was like, I didn't come to the snowboard glove shop to get snowboard gloves that aren't my size, homie. I called him homie. And then I walked out of the snowboard shop. I was like, whatever. But then we went snowboarding that weekend. I didn't even have gloves. Super cold. I had to do a bunch of breathing exercises to sort of get the warmth. But I actually teach breathing. Actually, this is interesting. This would be good. So I actually teach breathing. If you guys want to go to my website, it's www.oldmansleepygaryteachesyouhowtomeditate.com. You guys can sign up for the newsletter, and we do breathing consulting. So hey, you guys have been awesome. I really appreciate you guys.
That was good.
A Star is Born.
I mean, I didn't realize in stand-up you just continue talking until you're done. You're just constant talking.
Yeah, so I guess stand-up is like you just go up and you tell a story. Like, it doesn't matter if it's like a crazy story or funny story. You tell a story about what you did that day, and then that's it.
Apparently, you tell a story you've told before because you told that story on the podcast.
Well, that's called the process of working
because in improv, we don't do the same material over and over.
Right. Okay. That's the difference is that I'm honing my craft. I'm writing my material out and I'm practicing it at this prestigious comedy club. I don't think you guys caught it.
Janelle makes a good point. He says it was nice of the club to provide you with crowd laughter, which it did
cool,
sound
dude.
canned, like fake laughter.
They did in the sense that they provided the audience that was there liking my jokes. And look, it's just one of those things you either have it or you don't. I get it like from the outside. You're like, that looks hard. I go, you guys are probably looking at me differently. Don't worry, I'm the same Gary. You know what I mean? I'm the same Gary that when I got famous the first time, I'm still your dog. But things might change soon because the crowd really connected.
The thing is, I just didn't know when to laugh because your arms were down. You weren't smiling really. You weren't
tough.
really moving a lot.
So I could follow the story. You said the gloves didn't fit.
Yes.
And then you left.
Right? When you say it back, it's so
yeah, dude. No, I mean,
it is a good bit, right?
I definitely followed the story, dude.
The story makes perfect logical sense and is funny and entertaining the whole way.
It's just not the way I would have told it. I probably would have been like, you don't have the gloves I need. What? I'm going to get my alligator to chomp you.
That would have known. So you find that funny.
Man.
So you find that funny. Okay. Yeah.
Anytime there's an alligator, it's just funny.
It's just putting it, No,
Jeez,
I think
they're not supposed to be there. That's the problem.
No.
So then you're at a glove store.
That was more.
There's an alligator. Oh, Jesus. I gotta go do improv after this. I'm amped.
You love the alligator stuff. I try to keep I try to keep it more real life. You know what I mean? Like, did you feel
more in the pocket?
The punch lines. Those were punch lines. The lines where I was like,
"Oh, that's violent."
Do you remember? No, but this is it's a
that's a phrase in
stand-up
comedy
phrase. And I was like, that part where I was like, this is my favorite part. I go, I was like, you didn't come to the store with my gloves my size, dude. And that's a punchline. And then did you hear on the tape?
Somebody added laughter, yeah.
Definitely, dude. Great laugh track. It was really solid.
Also, I want to point out that I noticed you didn't use Jeff because you shot it vertically.
Definitely was not Jeff, dude.
I left Jeff out of this.
Yeah, it's really annoying, though, because I still had to pay Jeff. Because I booked him for its time. So I kind of wish he just would have used Jeff because it cost me $600.
Why did you book him for his... I didn't even tell you about this. This was a surprise from today.
Well, we have him on retainer.
What? For what? What?
Well, that's a new thing I worked out with him because I asked him, can we not be on compound interest anymore? And he's like, just put me on retainer.
That's even worse, dog. That means that What does that mean? Are we paying him every week? I didn't use him on purpose. We didn't have to pay him, dude.
We do pay him every week, but then we also pay him on top of that.
I can see that the chat's not quite getting it. You guys, comedy's not great on TV. It's more of a live.
That happens a lot in improv, and that's how you know you have a good show. And you go back into the green room, and you're like, I don't think they got it. That's good, smart.
Because it's like
comedy.
over their head.
Yeah.
I can't relate to you on that because I feel like it totally went over your guys' head. Luke, this is craft. This is there was a lot of joke craft in there. I
didn't see you eat macaroni at all.
No, not with the K. Craft like I'm the way you craft your Lego beds. The way you put together your clunky.
Yeah, build the bed.
A lot of ups and downs.
Yeah, sure. I mean highs and lows, explosive laughs.
I just came up with that just now.
Yeah.
I'm just in an improv mood.
I get it, man. Honestly, a lot of life
Got me
is
amped.
Improv. This is all improv. You know,
Dude.
we're all doing it because
All right.
I'm not thinking of this before I say it.
I'm going to
Brand new
ask a
words.
very
Well, this is just a
serious question,
conversation.
dude. I need to ask you a serious question. I shouldn't even do this on live, whatever, television or whatever, but I'm about to ask.
We're not on TV. Just
It feels like TV, but listen, I don't know if I want to join the circus, dude, okay? It seems scary.
I already called my guy.
Dude.
during the video, he just called him.
All right, so I'm stuck.
I said I got a guy.
I'm going to the circus
I said I got a guy
now.
who
All right.
spits really far on homeless people.
You
You already called him. Did you
It's gonna
respond
be great
back?
for the circus.
You already respond back?
He hasn't responded back. He actually said, "Who's this?" And I think he means you. I think he's curious who you are.
So you're gonna get me a job at the circus.
I
So
said-
I was gonna ask
said-
if I could join your improv group. Like
We're
just
full.
we're full, dude. You won't get an open spot for your number one homie, dude.
Improv groups are very they only want the people that they work with because they're the only ones that find that funny. You know what I mean?
Beanbag cat eyes. Beanbag cat eyes is all full. We're all full up.
That's so it's four words.
That's your name
You
now.
guys have a 4-word name.
Well, beanbag's one word.
Beanbag's one hyphenated word
Yeah.
or just one unified
No, it's just
word?
one word. Beanbag is one word. Beanbag cat eyes.
Beanbag cat eyes.
Hey, I have an idea. Are there improv battles, dude?
We could start our own improv group.
Dude, let's start our own improv group. We'll call them Coconuts, dude.
Because basically, if I just tell that
That's
story,
only
which
one word. That's not gonna. Nobody will come to that.
Coconut Tiger Fire.
That's great. Wow,
Dude.
that's a really
dude,
good
did
name.
you just think of that?
Did you just
dude.
improv that?
Dude, I think I just did improv for the first time,
Homie,
dude.
are we gonna be okay? Let me see if I can think of a name. Okay,
All right.
the are me. 3 words. Good.
Dude,
The army.
That definitely was 3 words, dude. That was sick, dude.
Thank you,
I think
man.
we definitely got this, dude.
That was good, right?
I like my name more, dude. I mean,
yours
but-
has more syllables,
I
and
don't
I can
actually
see.
remember your name, if I'm being honest. But that's just
I can't
improv
either,
for you.
honestly.
A lot of people don't remember the show they saw. The name
I
of the
know.
people
Yeah,
they
it
saw.
kind of gets in one ear out the other. You said something about coconuts, I think.
the Coconuts, dude. Just straight, one word. We're different, dude. Taking over this city.
The fire coconuts.
The
Then
Fire
that's-
Coconuts, Tiger Rabbit.
Tiger rabbit.
No,
Yeah.
the fire coconuts, tiger rabbit. So
The fire coconut tiger rabbit. That's too many names.
Why is there a rule about how many names, dude?
the fire coconuts, tiger rabbit. That's a
lot.
good
Tiger
amount of-
Rabbit's kind of like one word. You
That's
say it as
one word, just like beanbag. And
Yeah.
the coconuts is more of like the is kind of silent.
Yep.
So we're good. That should be good.
Are
That
you-
should be 3.
I'm just saying, dude. In a couple weeks, dude. If you see our
I'm just saying, if you're gonna compete with beanbag cat eyes, I can't.
Reese Bryan said something that I appreciate. Appreciate that you like my stand-up, dog. I did work really hard
you
on
gotta
it.
read it because a lot of people can't see the chat.
Yeah,
that are
go ahead.
watching,
I know you like to try to read, so go ahead.
Gary is better at improv than he is at comedy, and I loved his set. Very rare to be skilled at both disciplines.
Thank you
and
so
then
much.
10 out put some fat guy holding his chin.
Yeah, so like I said, I think I am a generational talent. I did find my calling, and I would love to, maybe do an improv set. But I do think that you'd be good at the circus, so we should get that going.
All right, fine. I'll do.
We got to get you.
circus.
Well,
Jesus.
you got to do an audition. They're gonna have like 3 or 4 homeless people you can spit on.
He already came back with that.
Yeah. Well, he said, "Who's this?" I said, "Travis."
Yeah.
And he said, "Travis, I don't know a Travis." And I said,
Did you tell him he
"He
doesn't?
spits on homeless people." He goes, "Oh, I know a Travis that spits on people." And I,
You're
go,
already
I don't
start-
think you met this guy.
I'm already
You're already
notorious. I
getting a
didn't even know I was
reputation.
notorious.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
Now I'm feeling kind of good about the circus.
You
dude.
should. You should feel
Seems
really
like
good.
it might be a place for me to do what I like to do best.
And you have a unique skill set, and that's what it's about in this world: is finding where you fit in, the thing that makes you unique. And
I guess
you
my calling is
can spit hard and long,
yep,
and I like that about you.
fast too.
Yep.
Well, I guess I'm joining the circus, dude. I'm honestly a little nervous. I don't really know.
You got
We have to.
the auditions scare
don't-
me, dude.
So
I've
you
never
gotta do
auditioned
an
for anything.
You got to do an
dude.
audition tape, and then we'll view it here, and you can send it in.
But you guys will make sure it's dope.
Yeah.
Before I send it, because I'm already nervous, dude. I don't audition for pretty much nothing.
You don't.
Dude.
We'll guide you through it. You struggle with auditions like dates or anything where there's a high pressure situation.
We'll
dude,
do is
as you know, dude.
We'll
Dates
just try to
scare
hide.
me too,
We'll try to hide the camera.
Hopefully,
and we'll just have 3 homeless people you can spit on from certain distances.
And hopefully, whoever the casting director isn't a female. And
why?
And then that ends with kind of a disappearing act because I don't think you want to go that route.
No, I'm not doing the magic yet, dude.
Okay,
at some point I'll drop a tape too. I like my magic, dude.
That'd be Let's stick with the spitting.
All right,
for now.
All right, dude. It's fine.
I think I should.
Tin Owl says Total Biscuit is some fat guy to Charret. Haha. A Total Biscuit sounds like a fat guy's name, but
sounds like an improv name too. Total Biscuit.
I like that. Total Biscuit is. That's
Total
a great
Biscuit
name.
is a great improv.
That's a great
name.
improv.
That is a fantastic improv name.
Yes.
There's been a lot of good. It's hard to come up with a good improv.
It really is,
dude,
man.
Definitely, dude.
I tried it, and I feel like it's obviously my first time. I'm not as much a natural as I am at stand up. I mean, you guys saw the video. I'm so excited. It's just fun to be really good at something and find the thing that really resonates with people that they connect with.
Yeah, it definitely kind of hurts right now a little bit just because you're so good at stand-up, and I guess you're an improv guy. I just found out that today, and I'm just Travis over here at the circus.
I just do improv as a hobby, as most do.
Yeah.
There's no real money in it.
Nor is there necessarily getting good at it.
Yeah.
All right, so what just upset me there when I said "and Travis just over at the circus"? That's like that was for you guys.
Well, you're not in the
that
circus.
was a sign for you guys.
You're
to
not
go,
in-
it's not that bad.
Well, you're not in the circus.
You're
yet.
right.
All right,
You have to audition.
But I see what he's saying. We weren't there for him. We weren't listening.
guys weren't.
That was a cry for help as a friend, and you were looking for us to kind of come back and say, no, dude, you do have your thing. We should have said that.
Yeah.
But, it didn't make sense. At the
I
time.
want to improv a little idea for you guys.
What's
All
that?
right.
What do you guys feel about starting a beach war with this Total Biscuit guy?
Dude, you really want to put him back in that space, dude, after what happened last time, dude?
What are you talking about?
I
don't
just
wanna
feel
bring
like
it up,
his
dude.
face
What
coming
happened
You
out.
last
black
time?
out, dude. You black out.
What happened last time?
You got beat up by your girlfriend.
We do that all the time. That's just a funny thing we do at
No.
the house.
Well, this was the first time
You
at
were
the
in
beach.
all-out war, blood.
The first time was one of
The
my
guy
favorite.
died next to you.
Dude, screaming, crying, yelling.
Hey, do you have a poem?
I have a poem, and I'm really glad that you guys brought it up at this particular juncture.
Anyways, I'll set up the beach war with this Total Biscuit guy.
The ghost of Total Biscuit.
Oh God, he already lost a beach war?
This poem is
I
about.
don't know, dude.
This poem is called "Where Were You." When I was a young
Total
man.
Biscuit. Hold on, Total Biscuit might have been the guy that was next to you at the beach.
Dude.
I feel terrible. I'm
Wow,
sorry.
dude. I had no idea.
He lost the big beach
RIP.
war. Well, now I feel terrible.
I was never in any beach
Rip.
war.
Rip.
I just know that this poem connects with me. To
Oh, he got beat up by a cancer.
Oh, dude, cancers, dude.
July born.
cancers
people.
are one of the most
Very emotional
dangerous.
and very sketchy.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's the one.
actually, cancer is like
Born
October
in July.
or
Yeah.
September or something like that.
It's July.
July.
June,
It's the end of July, June.
I don't know what you guys are talking about this beach war. I just know that this poem connects with me.
All right, and I apologize for interrupting.
That
Thank
was
you.
nice, dude.
Thank you. I accept your apology.
Yeah.
Where were
I
you?
just want to say I'm sorry.
That
for
was
interrupting.
super. That was nice too. But now you interrupted again, though.
Thank you so much for that apology, but you accidentally. I don't know if you realize you did interrupt me.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I was just apologizing.
So we're good. So you guys brought up beach.
I feel terrible. I don't.
Dude, what is this? It's Monty Python, dude. You gotta just. Calm
Is
it
this
down, dude.
improv? Because
I feel like you're improving us.
No,
right
I
now.
feel terrible.
well, because it does what improv does. Is it
feels
pisses
like
me
we're in a
off.
sketch.
I
dude.
keep accidentally.
You know
my
what I mean?
arms are down. This is sincere.
Okay, because it's doing exactly what improv does. It frustrates me. So please don't.
All right.
So I have a poem. You guys brought up beach wars. I don't know what you're talking about.
No.
This is a poem that just resonates with me.
Cool. Please read your poem. I'd love to hear it.
If you interrupt me one more time, dog, I'm gonna cut this feed. I will
Dude,
promise you I will cut this feed.
Dude,
I have the
do
ability
not
to
bring
cut
up
that
the
feed.
dude.
I
You don't cut off the feed on purpose, dude. That's not what you do. It's an
Whoa.
accident.
Don't do it.
Dude,
I won't.
dude, stop.
I'm
See
sorry.
this?
I
This is a
apologize.
straight razor.
Dude.
This is a straight razor. All I have to do is cut this cord right there,
All
and
right,
the
dude.
feed is out.
All right,
Don't do it.
dude.
We good?
Just do your poem.
Listen to me, Gary.
I apologize
Gary,
for
dude,
interrupting.
dude.
There is a
He's
dark.
sorry, dude. He's sorry, dude. He's sorry, dude.
I'm a light guy. I'm the same guy I've always been.
Dude,
That beach
just put
day
it down, dude. Put it
doesn't
down.
sound familiar at all to me.
Let's read the poem, dude. You're gonna be good.
Where Were You is the title of the poem. When I was a young man, I was sent off to a far country to fight in a war I still don't understand. But I was proud to go and serve for my country in a place they call South Vietnam. When I got home, I didn't know about all the demonstrations they were having at the airports and towns and schools. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you a simple question. When I came home from war, where were you? Were you waiting for me at the airport terminals with a big old sign that criticized me? Or were you somewhere else, maybe burning up your draft cards or hollering baby killer as I walked down the street? Would it make you mad if I were to ask you a simple question? When I got home from war, where were you?
Why do you keep looking at me every time you say, where were you?
I'm just curious, dog. On one of the hardest days of my life, where were you? And we can talk about it off the podcast.
Yeah.
We can open it up next week, dude. I was at the skate park, dude. Not Belvedere, obviously, but I was riding my bike. I didn't know you were going to a beach ward. It doesn't sound like you knew you were going to a beach ward either.
No, I didn't. But now I don't want to talk about it. I didn't want to bring this up.
Right.
Okay, it's just a poem that resonated with me. We can talk about it next week. Reese Brain, here's the thing, man. When you're funny, you have depth, and you're an intellectual, and stuff hits you hard. And that one hit me hard. So that's just a poem that I resonate with.
Well,
sounds like the beach words are still bothering you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say you don't want to be a part of the next one.
Can I join?
I don't know what the next one. I don't
We'll
even
see
know
how
what
well
one
you
you're
do with this
talking
one.
I
about.
feel left out now at this point.
I'm
at the veterans like hang, and I'm not the veteran.
We don't like people that spit on people. It's kind of frowned upon at the beach.
You don't think you could use that as a weapon?
It's just disgusting.
It's a weapon, dude.
I wish all they did was spit on each other. But that's not all they do. They do so much more than that. You don't want to be there, dude. Just stick to the circus.
There's etiquette.
Stick to the circus. That was definitely an insult right there.
No. I'm just saying. No. I was just saying, like,
blow me off.
I was saying like this. Stick to the circus. You know?
That still sounds kind of like.
It's
stick
like
to the circus. Like,
Kind of looks like you're doing improv right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's using his hands.
Does
dude.
it frustrate
Space work,
you
dude.
when I go stick to the circus?
It just kind of makes me feel a little bummed out.
Hey, Travis.
Dude. What?
Why don't you just stick to the surface?
Yeah, that one especially when you do. That's what we call a shoe. Shoe fly.
No,
go
no.
away.
It's your thing.
Go away.
It's like
You just stick to the circus. Just go ahead and do the circus.
be what you do.
So this is what's gonna happen, dude. There's gonna be two teams in this battle, and then you're gonna look up onto this
Travis, I
mound
don't
of
mean to
sand.
I don't mean
dude.
to
It's gonna
interrupt
be me, dude.
But we gotta shut the show down.
It ended with just you, so it's just gonna be you.
Yes, I'll be on the.
It's gonna be you at the circus.
I will be at the circus, but I'm not gonna be at the circus. I'm gonna be at the circus.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Well, I'm gonna interrupt you. The song really interrupted me there.
Yeah, honestly, joke's on you.
That hurt.
Sick.